Hello everyone, Magician here. As you know already that the developers of Doors are considering about adding new variants of Rush. So a few days ago I posted this on YouTube. I asked everyone to share their Rush variants concepts, and I was shocked that so many people commented about their Rush variant concepts, and all of them are super cool. So in today's video, I will show you some Rush variant concepts that should get added in Doors. So this video is going to be super unique, so make sure to like and share the video and also subscribe my channel, turn on all notifications so you won't miss my videos every day. And if I get some good response from this video, then I will surely make part 2. Okay guys, let's get started. So this guy shared a new Rush variant concept, and the name of this variant is Mr. Crush. Alright? From the name of it, we can assume that this Rush variant has some insane riz, or maybe it crushes everything. Let's look into details. So Mr. Crush takes the appearance of a round head with a hat covering its eyes. Whoa, wait. It's definitely a Rizzler Rush. He wears a hat. Let's check more. You can see a red glow from under the hat and have 4 sets of teeth. Alright, now all the riz has gone. 4 sets of teeth, that's crazy. But now we know what it looks like, and I think it's easy to replicate. So if I make some adjustments to Rush, like coloring and glowing his eyes red, then giving him a hat along with 4 sets of teeth, he will look like this. Never mind, let's look into more details about Mr. Crush. We need to understand how he attacks. So his spawn rate is 32%, and Mr. Crush makes gun noises before arriving, but there is a catch. He will make gun noises based on the number of lockers he is gonna crush. So it means if there are 3 gun noises, then he is gonna crush 3 lockers. So you have to be very careful. Then he makes 3 final gun sounds and quietly whistles. If you still hear whistling, don't get out of the locker or else you will die. So it's like the A120. We have to wait until the whistling sound is completely gone. But it's like a cowboy rush, the way he is firing gunshots and whistling. That's a wild concept. But I think this needs some adjustments. So I think it would be better if the sound is something else, like something powerful is coming. It matches with its power to crush closets. And after the first whistling, our character should start breathing heavily. And there should be a mini game where we have to enter the showing closet number, where we have to hide in 3 seconds and the rest of the room will get destroyed by Mr. Crush. That's my idea. Okay, now let's move on to the next Rush variant. So this guy shared a crazy Rush variant that lurks under the floor. The concept is unique and crazy. So the name of this Rush variant is Sneak, and it's literally sneaking under the floor. So let me tell you about the way it attacks. So Sneak will mimic the sound of Rush, but it's a faint different. You have to understand the difference between them, otherwise you will be cooked. So when he is crawling under your room, you have to crouch to avoid it. And if you don't, then you will collapse on the floor and a big entity will eat you. And if you try to hide inside a closet, the same entity will eat you along with the closet. That's a crazy concept for real. What do you think, guys? Although this has to be a crazy-looking entity with a big mouth, it's almost like a fish-type entity, like a whale or shark. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. A Rush. But when you get hit, you become the Rush, and you are trapped until you hit someone. Wait, what is this? Is this a Rush variant? Or is it a new game mode where we have to pass the bomb? I mean, pass the Rush. Never mind, let's move on to the next one. So this guy shared a Rush variant called Blaze. It's a Rush variant that burns the room for 10 seconds, and if you are hiding in a hotel closet, you will die because it's a wooden closet. He didn't mention anything about surviving it, so I guess I have to step in. So in order to survive, you must avoid its straight path. It's a fire-type Rush, so it will only burn. Its path, so find side rooms or some corners to avoid it. It's also a pretty good concept, but it will be really hard to make. And if you use Crucifix against it, you will get the Blazing Torch badge, so it's pretty cool. Now let's move on to the next Rush variant. Rush, but he is wearing a hard hat. When he attacks, he will throw his hat, and you have to dodge it by crouching. Bro Doors will become Dodge Ball after this one. I mean, Dodge Hat. Never mind. Let's move on to the next one. So this guy shared a unique Rush variant called Noter. So Notor is a rush variant that is cyan in color, and he is very fast. He shatters windows, which makes vacuum a threat. Now you get the point. So this rush is very deadly. He will break every window that will trigger the vacuum. All tables and closets except the one you are hiding in will get sucked through the window. That's a crazy concept for sure. So you have to hide from him and also survive from the vacuum windows. He has a chance to rebound up to 3 times, but it's not certain. And the main thing is, you can't stay in plain sight because he checks everywhere. So it's also like Pandemonium, but more deadly. But its spawning chance is low because it's a super hard entity to deal with, so it's rare. So what do you think, guys? I think it's a super unique and crazy concept. Just imagine a Notor is coming towards you and you are seeing every window shattering one by one, and the vacuum sucked everything like a black hole. The animation will be insane. But one more thing, he can only spawn in window rooms so people can get ready for it. I think it's a pretty good concept, but it will be really hard to make. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. So this guy shared a cool rush variant called Bounce. So it's a pink elliptical-shaped rush with an open jaw. It has a magenta glow and translucent purple smoke. She has no teeth and has more mouths inside each other. If someone can design it, it will be really creepy. I am sure of it. Okay, now let's see how it works. It flickers the lights twice before spawning. Once it gets to a room with players in it, it will freeze for 3 seconds and suddenly go off in a random direction and bounce off walls or objects. It's slower than rush and kills in a small radius, but breaks any open closets on collision with them, killing any player inside. It will keep bouncing until it loses its speed. Then it will move on to the next room. It will only bounce if the room has player in it, otherwise it will progress straight. Okay, so that's also a cool concept. It's like a firecracker entity. It's crazy. It will be really hard if they add anything like this because the bouncing is very deadly because he can break any closets along with the player in it, so you are not safe anywhere. You have to pray about the bouncing direction. Still, it will be fun, I guess. People have so many concepts, really. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Rush variant name Death. Color black. A real-life eye as his body. And the sound is creepy whispering. Bro, that's a creepy version for sure. It will be scary if they really add it. Although the spawn entities feature is not in high quality, so you have to imagine it. I am sure it will haunt some people in their dreams. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So this guy shared a new rush variant, although he didn't mention the name, so I have to give one. Let's call it Lurk, so it wouldn't make any sound. Players have to hear the lights breaking sound to know it's coming. But if you hide, he will open your hiding spot and kill you. So in order to survive it, you have to hide outside of conventional places. Means we have to hide in plain sight, not inside any closets. So that's also a cool concept. It will make the game more challenging and fun. So it's pretty cool. So I shared some rush variant concepts based on your ideas. There are more than 200 concepts, and I can't share all of them in one video. But if this video gets a good response, then I will make a part 2. And guys, what do you think about adding new rush variants indoors? Do you like it or not? I think it will be fun because it will make the game more challenging. Or maybe they can add new entities not as a rush variant. Although it's the same, but then people won't complain. So that's the end of this video, guys. If you love my content, then make sure to like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow.